Jayhawks will get this season underway as home meets home. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback checking the play. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage. And the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these Big Ten games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
The give to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Bowls his way forward. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Back to pass, it's Graves. Got his man on the outside. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Snap it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Understood, pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Field goal is good. And with that,
touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to pop the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at it. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the DD. Fires and picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, first down.
Get set, get set.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Got the quick completion.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get the ball, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Over.
Looking for a man. It's Graves. Got a man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He'll be stopped short. Picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And that pass will be just loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets on the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come back.
On 3rd down, he It's Graves. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Spider. Slide 22. Slide 25.
Handoff to the single running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
Easy.
Going with the ground game left. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
On the
They've
ready.
changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
Easy.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Okay, ready.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Pulls it and fires to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he could not get loose on the run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now. You expect them to make those plays for you, make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball coming.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Those guys got to be.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if we can create some better one-on-one matchups.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Unlock.
running back has it. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24. This offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try the right side. Showing off yard. He now has 79 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll give it to the back.
This running back is so dangerous getting close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to run 10. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now. Keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, ready to go.
Now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass puts them over in their own end.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people will say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that early in the game in that situation.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this week.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. The defense did a good job getting him down there, but you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Back to throw, it's Graves. Flips it out to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down.
end on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 21 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Kansas offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get into your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going here at halftime, get a little juju going.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest, I'm bad dog.
Wants to throw on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They keep attacking through the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's in the field, and now you got to protect.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Tackled immediately after the catch. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
I know everyone's yelling. He didn't get the first down. We need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Etienne. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Ready up.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Green 25. Ready.
Now on the move. And he sprints to the end zone.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He unleashes a long one. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field segment. Everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions and really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy that just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback
Open one way ahead. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
point, they're now down 24-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
Now 55 feet. Check.
Power football on the line. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball.
Picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A hand to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Out midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
On the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the last one as quick and run it again.
They got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Lasso. Lasso.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. They want to run this quarterback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
These are the plays you run. Second division to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Always, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brown has it. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerful. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made after the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man on the right. Great move there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Direct snap. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wants to throw. It's Graves. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Jayhawks will keep this drive going.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On first and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to run.
takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a three-possession, 17-point lead in the ball. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchdown. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
29 Philly.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry up. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it falls in. Complete. But it could have been much worse as the defender was right there.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job of coverage.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm fine with it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying to the space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Lockjaw! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. To the air. It's Graves. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Get set. Double right.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Fire.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And they've had a day. And it's the complete internal offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very... late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative, and they got the lead, and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure we're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but we're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's going to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber.
Great catches in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leads them to second and short. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Graves. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, right, George Jayhawk. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, when we make this a 2-score game, almost took us away in the fourth quarter.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The offense caught